In recent years, intermittent fasting has become a powerful ally for many women seeking longevity, hormonal balance, and weight control. But there's one detail that still goes unnoticed by many, a detail that can completely cancel out the real benefits of fasting. Breakfast. While the term breakfast might sound strange to those who fast, that's exactly what happens when the first meal of the day follows hours without eating. And it's precisely here that critical mistakes often occur. The way this meal is built can either boost your metabolism or stall all your progress, especially after 40, when the body responds differently to food. Many women who practice fasting with discipline still struggle with belly fat, energy swings, and stubborn weight, without realizing that the cause may be in what they choose to eat when breaking the fast. When these choices don't meet the physiological needs of the female body after 40, the result is stagnation, frustration, and even rebound effects. And this has nothing to do with willpower, but everything to do with quality information. This is where everything starts to change. Mistake 1: breaking the fast with refined carbohydrates. Intermittent fasting is one of the most effective tools to regulate insulin, boost metabolism, and promote longevity. But what many women don't realize is that the way they break their fast can cancel out all those benefits, especially after 40, when the body becomes more sensitive to hormonal and inflammatory imbalances. One of the most common mistakes is starting the first meal with refined carbohydrates. White or whole wheat bread, crackers, tapioca, fruit juice, granola, even healthy pancakes. These are popular choices because they seem light or wholesome. But what they all have in common is a high glycemic load. After a prolonged fast, the body is in a state of heightened insulin sensitivity. This means that any food causing a rapid spike in blood glucose will trigger a strong and immediate hormonal response. That intense insulin surge not only halts fat burning, it signals the body to store fat, especially around the abdomen. Additionally, high glycemic foods cause a short burst of energy followed by a quick crash, leading to early hunger, sugar cravings, and lack of focus. This disrupts metabolic stability for the rest of the day and, over time, undermines the very benefits that fasting is meant to deliver. After 40, when estrogen levels decline and insulin resistance becomes more common, this mistake becomes even more impactful. The choice of your first meal must respect the female physiology in this new stage of life. The ideal way to break a fast is with foods that offer metabolic stability, such as eggs, avocado, sautéed vegetables, quality proteins, and healthy fats that promote real satiety without causing a glycemic spike. Small changes at this critical moment of the day can completely redefine the success of your fast. Mistake 2: skipping protein in the first meal. After 40, the female body enters a phase where preserving lean muscle mass becomes a top priority. Even subtle muscle loss slows metabolism, reduces strength, disrupts hormonal balance, and makes fat burning more difficult, even for women who fast consistently. Skipping protein in the first meal is a common mistake. It's often due to fear of weighing down the stomach or the belief that fruit, toast, or a latte is enough to wake up the body. But at the end of a fast, the body needs raw materials for repair, hormonal signaling, and glycemic control, and protein fulfills this role exceptionally well. It has a high thermogenic effect, meaning the body spends more energy digesting and metabolizing it, which naturally increases calorie expenditure at rest. Protein also promotes long-lasting satiety, reduces insulin spikes, and helps stabilize blood glucose, preventing hunger crashes and emotional fluctuations throughout the day. For women after 40, this means less inflammation, less visceral fat, and more metabolic control. A first meal that includes eggs, plain full-fat yogurt, light fish, or even a quality protein supplement can dramatically improve how the body responds to fasting, optimizing not just fat loss, but also mental clarity, energy, and body composition. Skipping this nutrient is like trying to build a house without bricks. The effort behind fasting loses its structure, and the results simply don't come. Mistake 3. Eating healthy. Foods that sabotage your fast. There's a common belief among health-conscious women that certain foods labeled as natural or fit are safe for any context, including when breaking a fast. But after 40, when insulin sensitivity decreases and metabolism reacts differently, that belief can come at a cost. Fresh orange juice, fruit-flavored yogurt, granola, whole wheat bread, honey, dried fruit, While these might seem like balanced choices, they all cause a significant glycemic impact. Even though they're natural, their quickly absorbed spike blood sugar to trigger a sharp insulin release, exactly the opposite of what fasting aims to achieve. On top of that, many of these foods come with hidden additives, preservatives, disguised sugars, and thickeners that silently inflame the body. For women already dealing with hormonal fluctuations, water retention, or difficulty losing fat, these metabolic reactions become even more significant. It's important to remember, not every healthy food is appropriate for every moment of the day. After a fast, what your body truly needs is stability. Foods that digest slowly, have low glycemic impact, and provide real satiety. That means prioritizing proteins, healthy fats, and real fiber. Swap the sweetened granola for a mix of seeds and plain full-fat yogurt. Replace juice with a whole fruit paired with nuts. Eliminate packaged fit products and focus on real food. These quiet, intentional shifts create profound long-term effects, especially for a woman's body after 40. Mistake 4. Drinking coffee. With artificial sweeteners or creamers, coffee can be a powerful fasting ally, a natural thermogenic, mild, appetite suppressant, and mental clarity booster. But that benefit only holds when the coffee is pure. What many women do, often unknowingly, is turn this neutral beverage into a metabolic disruptor by adding artificial sweeteners, plant-based milks, flavored syrups, or creamers. These additives, even in small amounts, have the potential to break the physiological state of fasting. When the body detects a sweet taste, it may trigger an early insulin response, even in the absence of glucose. And that insulin release, even if mild, is enough to halt lipolysis, the fat-burning process that fasting is meant to preserve. After 40, the body becomes more reactive to hormonal stimuli. Insulin spikes more easily. Appetite regulation becomes more delicate. And low-grade inflammation is intensified by compounds that once seemed harmless. Sweeteners like sucralose, asulfam K, or industrial stevia, for instance, can disrupt the gut microbiome and increase cravings throughout the day, creating a cycle that's hard to break. Artificial creamers and so-called fit plant-based milks with long ingredient lists are also highly inflammatory, and when consumed during fasting, their effects are amplified. The body is more sensitive and absorbs everything with greater intensity. To preserve the benefits of fasting, the best option is filtered black coffee, free of any additives. Taste might feel strong at first, but your palate quickly adapts, and the metabolic benefits are absolutely worth the adjustment. Coffee should work for you, not against you. Mistake 5. Eating due to anxiety or social pressure. Not every eating decision comes from hunger. Many arise from stress, a draining routine, emotional needs, or even the pressure to fit in socially. For women after 40, this pattern becomes more common. It's a stage of life marked by multiple responsibilities, hormonal shifts, and often a subtle sense of invisibility. In these moments, food can become a quick source of comfort. The issue is that the body isn't designed to eat under stress. When fasting is broken impulsively, whether to soothe internal discomfort or conform to the environment, the digestive system responds under elevated cortisol. This impairs nutrient absorption, amplifies inflammation, and disrupts insulin regulation. When repeated, this habit weakens the relationship with fasting. It stops being a form of self-care and turns into another source of pressure. Many women start to blame themselves, self-sabotage, or believe that fasting no longer works, when in reality, the body is simply reacting to unresolved emotional stress. The answer isn't rigidity, it's awareness. Before breaking a fast, it's worth pausing for a few seconds to ask, am I truly hungry or just overwhelmed? That simple, silent question can be a powerful way to reclaim control. Over time, it teaches your body to honor its own rhythm and turns eating into an act of presence, not escape. After 40. That kind of awareness matters more than any diet. Fasting wisely is much more than counting hours without eating. It's about understanding that, after 40, your body demands precision, balance, and respect for its own signals. Every choice you make when breaking your fast sends a message to your metabolism, and that message can be either constructive or destructive. By avoiding the mistakes we discussed, starting with refined carbs, skipping protein, relying on healthy foods that spike insulin, using sweeteners without knowing their impact, and eating emotionally, you transform fasting into a true ally for longevity and vitality. And most importantly, these changes don't require perfection, just presence. Small, conscious, and consistent adjustments generate profound results. Your body will respond with clearer thinking, reduced cravings, more energy, and a lightness that goes beyond the physical. If this content helped you, share it with another woman who's also seeking real health after 40, and tell me in the comments, which of these mistakes have you made and which one will you fix first? If your experience could inspire other women on this same journey,